Geeks at the Nerd Table back at you with another recap, everybody. We are reviewing the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things Season 5, the final season. We got some stuff to talk about, people. Join me in the Upside Down. Let's go. Welcome back to the table, everybody. I am your host, Kev, aka Spider Kev. I'm here with my buddy here, Mike Barry.
Hello there.
Listen, we're here to talk about Stranger Things episodes 1 through 4, the final season.
The final season.
The final season. Yeah. But I don't even know where to start, man. It's kind of a lot.
It is. There was a lot to pack into this. You remember when like Netflix was like, let's drop everything at once and it's gonna be fabulous. And then like we started getting other streaming services and they're like, slow up. We're gonna like sprinkle it out. And we got kind of spoiled by that because now we have to think about 4 episodes that are like an hour and a half almost each episode.
And the finale is 2 hours.
Right? And it's gonna be released theatrically.
Yeah.
So does that mean it's coming out on New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve. Yeah, I know.
Really?
It's a good thing I'm off. It's a good thing I'm off the next day.
Yeah, but what about those poor AMC workers? Let them have the day off.
Well, if you haven't watched, we talked about Netflix and WB. So, and we also talked about theaters. So,
yeah,
if you want our opinion on that, go check that out.
So someone else threw their quarter in. Like, when there's a new challenger. It's a mess. We're getting sidetracked.
Anyways.
Right? Anyway. Okay. So, when did you start?
I want to start first. God damn it. I'm the host. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
What was your overall thoughts of the first 4 episodes?
I thought number 3 kind of drug a little bit. I think it was number 3. But also they were a little formulaic. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'll jump into it right now. They turned into like Mystery Inc. with like Fred coming up with like plans to just trap everything. Like they were these harebrained ideas every single time. So they're like, we're going to trap this thing. We're going to kidnap them. We're going to get these kids out of the hole. Like every episode was just like a build up to these like crazy, like Fast and Furious plans. We're going to just do these elaborate things.
Okay.
But I enjoyed them.
There are some parts that they dragged out. I will agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like, I don't think this needs to be an hour and a half long.
No.
However,
much of the Upside Down.
Yeah, I'll get into that in a second. However, I get it. Because you have a lot of coverage to cover up. You know, you got because I believe the timeline of this is in 1987.
Okay.
So I think it's. Huh?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, I wasn't even thought of yet.
Nope.
Anyways, so I would like to think this only took place a couple months after the events of the end of season 4.
Mm-hmm.
A few months, maybe.
It's got to be a few months because that metal that they covered up the hole with isn't even rusting yet.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because I do believe season 4 was, I think, springish, April, May. Because Eddie was saying how he can't wait to graduate so he could give them the bird.
Yeah.
So I think we've gone through the entire summer.
That makes sense.
And into the fall.
Yeah.
So we get the little recap, right, with Robin and Steve hosting a radio show.
Yes.
Phenomenal choice, by the way. I'm like, look
Rock
at
and Robin.
Rock and Robin. Genius.
Right. Like, I'm gonna say here, Steve Harrington has consistently been my favorite thing on Stranger Things.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
the entire time.
He's had the best character arc out of all of them.
I am not ready if bad things happen to Steve.
I know. They keep teasing it a little bit. They
Yeah.
keep I'm like, don't you dare.
That's
Don't you fucking
like
dare.
it's probably gonna happen. And I'm not ready for any of the main, like, what, 4 or 5, but like
Yeah.
Steve, and I understand it would complete an arc, but no.
He's the babysitter.
Yeah, I love Steve.
I
And
do
that's like
too.
even outside of like Dustin and Steve, like
I love their dynamic.
yeah.
I love their dynamic so much. I've always loved it. But we actually do get a flashback to Will being in the Upside Down.
Fort Byers.
Yeah.
And I was like, it didn't take me out of it. What I noticed was like that it didn't take me out. The de-aging and like
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty decent. Like it obviously it's
They could
yeah.
have done it with Aang. If you haven't seen it, our trailer reaction to Avatar Last Ever season 2. Go check it out.
Right, exactly. Of course, like you slap like a bowl cut on anybody, and I'm sure it'll look good. Like recreating a bad hairstyle, I'm sure it took many technicians, but yeah, it looked good. It looked good, and it was like, again, like it also like brought back the gravity of like what happened to that kid, and
yeah,
was it all planned out? Debatable, but here we are, 5 seasons later, and the better part of 10 years. Probably.
Yeah. 2015? 2014? 2015? Yeah. Yeah, it's been there. It's been some time.
So this is where we are. And then of course they like kind of wrote Vecna into that and like what he was actually doing. And
I think he was planning on grabbing Will because he said we're gonna do beautiful things.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings up the whole what was the little slug in season 2's name that turned into a demigod? Was it like
I don't remember.
D'Artagnan or something? I forget.
Yeah, the scene where you're like, dude, how do you know it? How do you know it's not a what do you say, like a lizard or something? He's like, because he grew 10 sides and he ate my cat. Or no, his mouth open and he ate my cat.
Yeah. It's nice that they're like wrapping that back into that, and they are like trying to pick up as many loose ends and tie them up as they can.
Yes, along with something else that was kind of underwhelming, but I understand what they're doing in episode 4.
Are you talking about the ending of episode 4?
Yes.
Yeah, that's left field. I'm not surprised by it. I wasn't expecting it. Okay, yeah. My bad. Hey, was I like the only one who got like they were writing this during COVID vibes a little bit? Like I understand that Hawkins got like kind of messed up, but the fact that they were like everything's under quarantine, and I was like, ooh, like PTSD.
I was like, huh. I mean,
but wait, they're allowed to go to school and they're allowed to work.
Well, except for that part of town, the middle part of the town.
Yeah.
She called what did Robin call it? The the Big Mac or like
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
which obviously is like the worst kept secret of like this is a dimension to another world.
Well, a lot of people don't know that.
Okay, you look past the plywood.
All right, Mike, whatever.
Yeah, and then of course they had everything kind of blocked up with the metal, with the pieces of metal, all the cracks, because it's not like tectonic plates like still would shift or anything, or like how are they kept down? Do they have like really long spikes? Probably not. I think that's a serious safety violation. And
what do they care?
Right. Yeah. You know what? It's the 80s. Nobody gave a shit about kids' safety.
It's the 80s, yo.
Speaking of the 80s, how about that boss music when like you have Steve and what is What is his little rival there? Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, the bully.
No, uh,
The
the
rival.
Byers, the older Byers brother. Matt?
Oh, Steve. Oh, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan. And him and Jonathan, there's still like that love triangle between like him and Nancy, and
I'm so
like
over it, bro. I
me
really
too.
am.
Like obviously, like Nancy has like gone like had like a full like character arc at this point, and yeah, Steve has gone on a character arc, and like the other dude just still is like whiny simp, like not doing much, just going with it.
But
And
Robin was like, what is it about you that makes them go macho?
yeah, exactly. And like they start climbing that tower, and like that boss is like synth music kicks in, and they're climbing up that thing, and it was nice seeing like again like um Harrigan like doing his thing. Like again, he's my favorite, and whatever he does, don't kill him.
Yeah.
Um,
But I
what
want to
did
talk
you?
about Dustin a little bit. Our,
Oh,
our boy. My favorite. My
the
second
dude
favorite.
keeping it real. He don't forget.
He he's dealing with the loss, and he's dealing with it just he wears that shirt and people are all looking at him like, why the hell are you
Yep.
wearing that? Because everyone thinks it's Eddie's fault. What's going on?
Yeah.
And he just goes about like fuck yous. Like I don't care what
Right.
any of you say. Like, and then of course you got a typical athlete bully. You know, that's full athlete bully tries to rip it off of him, and Lucas actually stands up for him.
Right? That was nice to see. And like
Yeah,
Dustin, he didn't back down. He didn't.
no,
He I'm sure he saw in Eddie like a role model and like someone
yeah.
who didn't give a shit about what people thought and was just true to themselves and fucking 100% like punk rock and metal and growing up the nerd. I'm sure that played a lot into him.
The thing with Eddie was he didn't want Dustin to not. He didn't want Dustin to change.
Yes.
Where Steve is helping him try to be kind of like him in a way, just maybe different.
Yeah.
But Eddie was the one that's just like, listen, don't don't change. Be who
Hmm.
you are, and who you are is great. They were both big brothers to Dustin, and just two different ways. But yeah, they're talking to Dustin, saying like, you need to like cut back, you need to stop provoking it. You're gonna get yourself killed. And Dustin's just on a rebel phase, just like, hey, like Eddie didn't give a shit about anyone else, what anyone says, that you need to do that too. Like, but
Hmm.
Dustin just can't let go of what happened, and they just honestly, people just have bad fake news about him, you know?
Yeah, and it's not like he can like go in and say like, no, you don't understand. This dude was framed from the get go,
Yeah.
and he saved all of us. He sacrificed himself for the great in the most badass way possible.
Yes, he did.
Um,
I was I was certain. Wait, it was 1987, right?
yeah.
Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I gotta see something. Because I was thinking about it. I literally just thought about it before we started recording. And I
I
gotta
was
see.
surprised to see that like he had his like grave there and everything. I thought was nice, and of course, like Dustin would be the only one like taking care of it.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
So
yeah.
I just looked at Metallica's Enter Sandman didn't come out till 1991, so he never got a chance to hear it.
Ah, so he never got to see them go like start their pop roots. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, the Enter Sandman, man.
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on.
They're
It's
mainstream. It's
I
cool.
know, I know. But yeah,
I don't you know what? I don't think that Eddie would have held that up as high. I'm sure he would have been like, "Nah, it's starting to go mainstream. I'm gonna stick with Ride the Lightning." And he'd be like, "Hey, there's this band called Anthrax, and they're badass too.
Maybe.
Go
But
check out Madhouse."
but yeah, he's the only one taking care of the grave. Obviously he goes there and he does mess with the bullies earlier in the episode, and they know it was him. So they go to his grave and
they set him up.
Yeah, they write something on his grave and they ambush him and they kick the living shit out of him.
They do. They beat the shit out of him, and he fights back in like the nerdiest, awesome way possible. He throws, is it like hand sanitizer or something in their
Rubbing
faces?
alcohol or something.
Yeah, and like burns their eyes out, and like cool, like way to be like nerdy about it and like use your advantages. But again, they team up on him and they kick his ass, and nobody saves him. Yeah, exactly. Nobody saves him, and it's a shame.
Well, yeah, they didn't have cell phones at the time,
right?
but yeah, they
yeah, well, I'm sure one of those kids would have been like World Star kicking his ass.
God damn it. Anyway.
Sorry.
So the rest of the gang get ready for the crawl. I think it's the 12th time they've done it.
Yeah, something like that.
So obviously 11 is training. She's training her butt off.
Yeah.
With Hopper and Joyce.
Yes.
To the point where she's kind of like overdoing it to where Hopper's like, listen, you need to stop a little bit.
Yeah.
But she's not seeing that. She wants to be as strong as Vecna to take him down.
Yeah, I mean, a lot's riding on her, understandably.
Yeah.
At this point, there's only 11.
Yeah. Yeah. But for now, at that point,
Yes.
So they get ready for the crawl, and the whole plan is for Hopper to go into the truck, the army truck. So, because they have a base in the Upside Down.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to investigate.
Run by Linda Hamilton, might I add. Terminator Queen herself. Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. It's like, and obviously she hasn't changed her hair or stopped using a can of hairspray since. Dude, she's got a helmet on her.
Come on, man.
Right?
Anyway. So Hopper goes there, and I believe that's Will actually gets an episode, or has an episode where he sees something like the world spinning.
Yeah.
So I think Hopper gets in the truck, and then I believe that's when they get ambushed by the Demogorgon.
And again, this is goes back to like the first of the elaborate plans. They're going to track this Demogorgon as it goes in, or they're going to track Hopper as he's in the Upside Down through some crazy frequency that's attached to a van, and we all have things to do in this plan, and we're all going to do these things, and it's going to work because of science mumbo jumbo.
And they didn't have Dustin there either.
Yeah, because he got his ass kicked, sadly. But so it's again this elaborate plan, and they've been clearing out and kind of mapping out the Upside Down. And I don't know if you called it. They said it a couple times, but it's the first I heard it, and I thought it was really badass. Where like when he crossed over, they were like he flipped. When you enter the Upside Down, they call it flipping.
I didn't catch that. No.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty badass.
It's kind of true though. Yeah.
Yeah. So this big elaborate plan happens, and it starts to go to shit. Obviously, the army with their guns and their weapons are not prepared to fight these monsters who are suddenly bulletproof. Or bullet sponges.
I think that weren't they always bulletproof?
I don't know. Didn't they beat one up in like Russia with a stick?
Well, I mean that's maybe
they got like plot armor, man.
No. I think the Demogorgon's weakness is pretty much fire.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't like the heat.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
anyway,
anyway. So, but there's also there's been a little teased for what's going to happen with the season with Mike's sister.
Yes.
She's starting seeing an imaginary friend. I wonder who this imaginary friend is.
I honestly, I didn't think it was going to be what is his name? Harry? What's his Henry? Yeah.
Is it Henry?
I didn't think it was gonna. I was trying to think. I was like hoping it was Barb. I swear to God, I was hoping it was Barb. Right?
Barb.
I was like, it's gonna be Barb, and she's like protecting the kids from the other side because I didn't like. I thought it was creepy, but I didn't think like there was like when she was just standing in the playground talking to someone. I didn't think there was like ill intent or anything. But then like
that's a little weird,
it's weird. It's weird.
That's
but then
normal.
they showed like kind of like it had like the silhouette of a dude, and I was like, okay, it's not Barb. But like and like a little piece of me was also like maybe it could be Eddie, and like who knows, it could be anything. But I didn't immediately think it was going to be Vecna.
Yeah. So. We do get a nice scene with her and Mike at the school. He gives her a figure of a paladin.
Yeah.
Paladin? Is it paladin or is it a... Anyway, but basically just it means like I think he said like defense or something. Like
like natural magic and stuff.
Yeah, just
or no, that was Will with the natural magic. But yeah, he gives
Will was a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Paladin?
Which is
Clark?
I forget.
But yeah. So again, it adds to what's happening because Will the sorcerer, Mike the knight, like there's
we got our D&D references.
Yeah, we got our D&D references. So after Hopper gets attacked with the Demogorgon, I believe he gets not shot. He gets like scratched.
I'm not sure either because he was in the truck and then I think he does get shot from like friendly fire in a way.
Because the Demogorgon doesn't go after him. The Demogorgon just went after the soldiers.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he
then goes off into the woods.
Yeah, he's trapped in the Upside Down, like no way out.
Yeah. I believe that's how the first episode ends,
I think so too. Yeah, I'll settle with that.
Then episode 2 happens.
Then episode 2, and it starts with Abba Fernando, and like, I fucking hate Abba.
I heard, I'm like, oh no, Mike.
Like, I had a dad, and like, we would go to Tennessee when he had a girlfriend down there, and we had
the only 10 I say.
Right? I don't use that. And he had 2 albums in the car. He had Share Believe, which is terrible, and then he had ABBA Gold. Weeks of listening to ABBA Gold and Share Believe. I don't want to hear the drums, Fernando. I don't give a shit. I don't care about the Dancing Queen. Just
Why?
No. Never in my life do I want to hear it.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
But
anyway, so episode 2 happens.
Yeah, and the freaking boomer parents are not paying attention to like their kids' issues because, or like what their kids are talking because, the sister gets in trouble kind of for like saying like, no, I'm talking to someone, and the mom's like, nah, like you're kind of making it up, and it's
the parent Mike's parents are not they haven't been the
they're your latchkey, don't care about their kids.
The dad doesn't. The mom cared a little bit, but they argue. But then the Demogorgon, Will finds out that because he's following the Demogorgon.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it ended. Last episode ended with the Demogorgon ripping open the roof and coming over into the regular world.
Yeah. So the Demogorgon attacks the kid, throws her into the closet.
Right?
I'm sorry. How is she still conscious after that?
Nobody knows. And you know who came to help her right away? Because obviously that was a loud boom. Her mom. Oh, wait, no. She was drinking in the tub. And where was Dad? He was downstairs doing nothing.
Playing golf. Hitting golf balls out back.
Yep.
Just because he had nothing better to do.
Exactly. Like, pay attention to your kids. Pay attention.
But yeah, they actually go. They hide in the tub.
Yeah,
They
that
hide
was
in
pretty
the
cool.
tub. The dad comes in because he's like, "What's going on?" The Demogorgon comes in, attacks him, just throws him, scratches him. He
Yeah,
goes
and
unconscious, and then
finally he did something though. Like he did something besides like look up from the newspaper. Like he came and attacked 5 seasons, dude. 5 seasons, a lot of paychecks. You ain't do nothing. And he finally like was like, oh, stay away from our kid. And you're dead, dude. You're dead. Can I talk about the crime against humanity? That of course only I would pick up. Why is there carpet up to their tub in the bathroom? How was that ever a good style? Like, I understand the 80s were built different, but putting carpet in the bathroom is never a good idea. We can move on from that.
so the mom and the daughter run, right. Then she grabs the wine bottle, cracks it, does decent damage to it, but but I love the way they did it. Because it's in slow mo, like they kind of like don't show it right away.
Yeah.
The camera goes back to Nancy and 11 in the car driving to the house.
Yeah. It was definitely
So
handled very well.
then they open up the door, and you see blood. You're just like, uh-oh.
This is where I realized, like, obviously I don't want Steve to die, but this is where I really realized, like, I'm not ready for anybody to get hurt on this show. I am not okay with it.
And that's one of my hiccups. I will get into that. But
Okay.
you see blood, and then it goes back to what happened. She stabs the Demogorgon a couple times, but the Demogorgon's just like, and just slices her.
Right?
Slices her and stabs her.
Dude, season 1 Demogorgon would have ripped her in half.
Yeah. So they take the Mike's sister. But the dad and the mom are in critical condition. I'm sorry. How the hell do they survive that? Especially the mom. How the hell does she survive that?
I can understand keeping the mom on like super critical life support. Like, let the dad die. I'm sorry, let him go. Like, at least he like did something finally.
But
And
my
like,
God, it's like,
yeah, how's the mom? Like, I just went through this emotional roller coaster of like realization, like I'm not ready for any of that. And then they're like, yeah, she's fine. She just can't talk right now, and it's gonna be okay. I'm a doctor, and you can trust me. Here, have a cigarette. Like, it's okay.
Have a cigarette. Have a cigarette.
The 80s were different, dude.
I know. Anyway, so God. So I think after that,
we get Steve like putting John in his place of like yelling at him, tell him to kind of like step it up and do what he needs to do and stop being such like a
baby.
Contribute.
But even though he's supposed to propose to Nancy.
Yeah, that was done a little weird.
A little bit. But then Justin does come back. And of course,
and he lies.
Him and Steve are just arguing left and right.
And it's beautiful. It's sweet music to my ears, the two of them just going back and forth. Again, Steve is the best.
Different. But again, this is different. I really do feel like they're just done with one another. It's just like Steve's trying his best to help him, and just Dustin's just...
Well, Dustin is disillusioned. He is growing up. He is getting into his rebellious punk rocker phase, and like, of course he's going to push back against anybody who hurt him or is telling him he's doing wrong. He is trying to salvage the memory of his best friend.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And they just stop, and Jonathan's just like, listen, shut up. I can't hear this if you guys are going to keep bickering at each other. And then all Steve said, whispered, he said, I don't want to talk to you no more. And Dustin just goes, good, I don't want to talk to you either. That broke my heart.
Yeah.
Even I know it was kind of like a fight, but I'm like, that broke my heart.
I don't want to skip ahead, but they kind of make up.
I know, but at that moment, I was heartbroken.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was heartbroken.
definitely.
Yeah, but we
He was like the total like protective mama hen, and again, it's one of the best qualities of that character.
yeah, and then it goes to 11, who actually gets in. She goes in the upside down from the door that the Demogorgon opens when he
Yeah,
takes the sister.
holy plot device.
Yeah, she does
Holy, we
get
need this to happen somehow.
she does get in the upside down. She finds Hopper. Hopper's pissed, like, why the hell are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Why were you in a car? You know there's cameras. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, because like, yeah, she's like prime suspect number one. She's getting hunted down by
The
the
FBI,
government.
everybody.
Which,
Yeah.
like, here's the weird thing: did that girl that they tracked down, was she just like purposely dressed like Elle, or like was she a diversion? Remember when they chased down that girl over by like through the woods, and I guess that was episode 1, where they were like, "Oh, we're chasing after Elle," and there was like 20 soldiers, and they finally
Yeah, I
tackle.
don't
Like,
know.
was
Maybe
she
it was
like a
training.
distraction? And like,
Was she
or is it
training?
just
No, I think it was training for both of them.
maybe?
Maybe,
Maybe I don't know. It was weird.
because they didn't know where she was. I think it was
Yeah,
just training for both of them.
yeah, but just happened to be dressed the same.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Let's talk about Vecna, the kid creeper. um, yeah, dude, you can't do that stuff. I don't care what decade it is.
He's the new Pennywise. Sorry. Sorry.
Going back to the Netflix WB merger, I want Pennywise to fight Vecna so bad.
People have been posting like who would win, Vecna versus Pennywise. I'm like, Vecna, it's not even close. I don't think it's gonna be
Really?
close. I don't think it'd be close.
I think Pennywise would mop the streets with him, dude.
Really?
He's yeah. Like Vecna still has fears, and Pennywise will totally jump on that. Like Vecna can't exploit
Yeah.
fear.
Let us
He's
know what
strong.
you guys think.
Yeah,
Pennywise
there's your
versus
question
Vecna.
for the day, right?
There's your
And
question for
how?
the day. And how? Let us know. Let us know. So yeah, he being a total creep. Now
Yeah,
he's going. Now he's going after the fat kid.
the fat kid who farts, who's playing friggin' Ghouls and Goblins on Nintendo, and like wholly sponsored by Hasbro and GI Joe. Like GI Joe was big, but come on, kid.
All he keeps saying was "suck my fat one" or something.
Yep,
Oh, I'm like,
lovely,
okay,
lovely.
lovely, that's great. So, what was I gonna say? We find out where the sister goes. They go back to the house
Yes,
from the 4th season. But it's Henry, and he's like, "Yeah, all this is yours. You know, we're gonna have a great
I
time here."
I repeat, the kid creeper groomer. Yes.
And even Dustin, what they were talking about, and Dustin was like, "Why? Oh, that's her name, Holly." He's like,
Yes.
"Why Holly? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why? She
Mhm.
hasn't been a part of any of this." And that leads to my complaint about this season. Okay, I'm just gonna say it now.
Go for it, bro.
To me, as much as I love all these characters, some of them should have died last season. Because it's just too much. There's just too much.
Yeah.
You have so many characters that are all different, but we all love, but it's a cluster because you're trying to do this arc, you're trying to do this arc, you're trying to do this arc. Like they just keep adding people when they should be at least killing off. Like you add Robin, you add what the sister
Yeah, that's in the next episode, which like she aged up a lot.
Lucas' sister, you have her.
Yep.
You have
The fat kid
you
now.
that kid now. You've had Hopper still. You've had the core kids.
Mm-hmm.
You've had Jonathan. You have Joyce. You have the parents. You had Eddie, but obviously they killed him off. But
Yeah.
like there's just too many characters going on, and you also have the government, a big
Yes.
part, and you have Vecna. Like there's too many characters in this
Too many
show.
moving pieces.
It's just too much to put together, and have an arc for each one when you gotta continue with the story. They should
So
have killed off at least 2 or 3 from last. They should have killed off Max. I'm sorry. I said it. They should have killed off Max. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have killed off Max. You should have killed off at least one of like Hopper or Joyce, one of the two.
I think Hopper should Hopper should have stayed dead at the end of season 3.
Yeah.
Like after that mall thing, he should have been dead.
The explosion?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
He did his whole Spock sacrifice thing, and then like they brought him back. I don't even think he was in like an after credits, if I remember right. They just brought him back. No, they showed him in Russia. That's what it was.
No, they showed what happened. He actually survives, and the Russians take him.
Yeah. My two rebuttals are, would Eddie's death have been less impactful if more people died?
I don't know.
And then my other rebuttal is I forget, but this is why we have giant prop plans and everybody has a big huge job to do in this crazy machine of we need to stretch this out for an hour each episode and have everybody do something, because they even brought back who's the Jewish guy who kept bringing them supplies for some reason.
What's his name?
And like he's like, yeah, no, I'll just get in and out of the quarantine zone 100 times in the same truck each way. Maury?
I think it's Maury.
Yeah. I mean, he's hilarious and I love him, but like, did he need to come back? I don't know.
Yeah, Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. It's just like you have so many characters for anyway. So 11 finds Hopper.
Yeah.
And we get an emotional scene a little bit with him explaining to her why he's so protective of her.
Yes.
Because he lost his daughter.
Exactly. And they show like the old clips, and I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of forgot about that. And like that hits pretty hard. And
you forgot about what? The daughter passing?
Yeah. Of the cancer and stuff. Like,
yeah.
That wasn't.
Yeah. But I get it. I get what they're doing, what he was saying to her, why he was so protective.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It made me feel like, okay, so we might actually get Hopper dying this time. That's what I got it from it.
Yes, I got the same vibes too, but they kind of also like hinted towards that, like not to like jump into the next episode, but they hit on that like a bunch of times. Like he's ready to go.
They've been hitting that since season 2.
Yeah, that's true. Like he's like, oh, mornings are for coffee, contemplation, and suicide. Like we're doing this. You don't need to go that far, dude. You could like just take it down a notch. He's ready for it. And
I do believe too. This was the shortest episode out of the 4. I think it was only under an hour.
It might have been,
but
yeah, I think most of them were like hour 15, hour 20.
Yeah, I think this was like 55, 52 minutes, I believe. But yeah, they get to the big wall. The big wall. The big wall.
You mean writer's block? I mean the big wall.
The wall.
What can we do? I don't know. Throw a wall up. Brilliant. I hit the
really
wall.
Write that down.
I can't think of anything. I hit a wall. Let's have them hit a wall. That's a great idea.
Oh my god. But we get to the wall. I believe this is the same episode 2, or was it episode 3?
We can blur them together a little bit. We can blur 2 and 3 together.
The army shows up,
mm-hmm.
and the guy takes a whiz on it.
Yes.
And what? I think the Demogorgon attacks again. Does it?
Yeah, and that's they're after Hopper and Elle because somehow they see her or something.
Because the machine.
Yeah, they found the knife. They found the knife. They
And they
stole the
found the
car.
knife.
They found the knife, and they're like, "Oh, shit's going down." And then they hit her with the
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 sonic machine.
force blocker. I don't even know what that is, man.
It kind of reminds me of like the machine that they used to use on Hulk in the Incredible Hulk movie. The sonic machines that
That's a
like
good cut, man. I don't think anybody quotes that movie quite like you.
just saying. That's what it reminded me of. It blocks her from using her powers, but it's also kind of painful to her because she's trying to
Yeah,
stay quiet, but it's just too painful.
that makes sense.
So it kind of tells you that like the government is like ready for her.
Yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing. They're searching for her. They're trying to figure out the upside down. Not to jump to like episode 4, but they're ready for something. But we can jump out of the upside down and go into our next crazy plan of let's drug an entire family and kidnap them so Vecna can't follow.
Wait, before we get to that, we actually did you realize we got a classroom scene? The teacher, the old teacher,
Oh, the
talking
science
about
teacher.
time.
Yeah. And how
Are
it
they
looks like a
teasing
funnel
something?
thing.
Yeah, are they teasing? Because they done that with this previous seasons. He said something that actually comes true.
Yeah, it could be.
But,
There was a
but
lot of science mumbo jumbo between him and
yeah,
Dustin and
we
his circle points.
we also got Holly in the upside down or in her mind or whatever playing. I think we're alone now. That's her favorite song.
Yes.
That's her favorite song. I thought I was in the scene from Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, she jumps in like the scout's outfit and like she gets that crazy note. And again, like I was like, why is Vecna testing her? I was like, can Vecna not get through the wall? Because I just thinking like obviously there's another rock wall. Like, why wouldn't that just be like the wall that's in the
But
upside down?
he
We
tells
get
her
2 fucking walls. 2 in one episode that are literally blocking the same thing.
he told her, he's like,
4
don't
years to write this shit.
all right.
I'm sorry.
He told her to not go into the woods because
Yes.
the monsters were there. So she goes.
Yeah, because the kids.
Yeah, kids, why not? Because the person who did it said, "Oh, this is Vecna writing it," so he wants her to meet it. So she goes. It's another mountain. It's another wall.
Yes.
And it's Max.
Yeah. I didn't
I
when they
I low-key thought it was gonna be Eddie.
Ooh.
Kinda a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, oh, is that Eddie? Is that Barb? Nope. It's
Justice for
Max.
Barb. I haven't beaten up Justice for Barb drum
Barb.
for 10 fucking years.
But no, it's Max.
Did Max look weird CGI to you? Like, or was that just me?
No,
Okay.
she didn't look CGI.
All right. When they like showed her, I was like, look off.
A green screen.
Yeah, that was probably it. But like, yeah, I was happy to see her. And that's where episode 2 ends, I believe.
No, that's how episode 3 ends.
Was that episode? Oh, that's yeah. Why is Max terrible CGI? That's my last note.
Yeah, because they get Luke's sister to help them.
Yes.
To drug the family.
Oh my god. And here's where we go. Yes.
And that's when they do the Scooby-Doo type of plan.
Yeah.
Put that crap on the floor.
That's when it like clicked in my head. I'm like, this is the 3rd fucking episode. They got this big thing, and I was like half expecting like Harrigan like pull out like an Afghan and like put it around his neck. We could get Dustin in the corner. Zoinks.
Yeah, like I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is really like Scooby-Doo. That they're planning they're planning a trap.
They totally are.
But the thing is that this trap actually works for Scooby-Doo. It never works.
No, it worked damn good.
Yeah, it did.
It was brutal too, dude. When that thing fell on the barbed wire. Okay, I have to say this.
God,
chainsaws are awesome, but still, chainsaws do not start on the first effing pull. All right, no, that doesn't happen. You got to prime that thing. You got to choke it. You got to pull the bar brake back, and you got to pull it like 8 times. Steve Harrington's cool, but he can't defy physics.
He's cool, but he can't defy physics.
You heard it here first, baby.
Anyway.
No steel chainsaw start. Get a husky, then it'll start on the first pull. This is where this episode is where like Dustin and Steve, like, they get back together, and it's when like they're talking about emptying out the van and getting the speed so they can track the Demogorgon. And then Dustin, without hesitation, runs up on the BMW with the hole saw, and I'm like,
I fucking love that scene. He said, because Steve at the beginning says, "Stop talking," like, "Shh, don't talk." And then once Dustin has the idea, he's like, "Don't you dare!" He's like, "Shh, no talking," and he does it. I'm like, there it is. There's the dynamic I love.
Fucking love it. Love it.
He is the annoying little brother.
Exactly. So like, the old school Dustin's coming back out, and I like it. I don't know if it's gonna stick, but I like that, he can still get in there. Eat
So
your damn pie.
They drug the kids. The Demogorgon shows up. They heard it. They track it. So Steve, Nancy, Jonathan, and Dustin are in the car, and they do a whole speed chase about this Demogorgon.
And like the lights are cool.
They go through backyards.
All right, I may be like, I see a lot of crazy things, and like I make a lot of crazy connections in my head, but like that felt like the end of Ferris Bueller, where Ferris Bueller is rushing home and he drives over the lawns and he hits the gnomes, and like
I kind of got like Echo One from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. So then the Demogorgon actually does a 360. And they're all wondering, why is this Demogorgon taking a whole 360? Turns out the kid takes off the blinder and he sees where he's at. And George's like, hey, do you know who I am? He's like, yeah, you're a kid. You're a child kidnapper.
Right? Eat them.
So the Demogorgon finds them. Will is still going through his episodes, but him and Robin have a great scene.
Yes. And speaking of like beating a drum for 10 years, I'm glad that they're finally acknowledging it, and that like Will isn't just the odd kid. He just doesn't feel comfortable with himself.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're acknowledging it, and they're doing it in a beautiful way, and I'm so happy they're doing it.
Yes.
Because I've been thinking the same thing since season 1.
And the only one who can understand that is Robin.
Yep.
Because that's how she felt. Because we got that scene in season 4? No, season Robin. 3. It was season 3 with Steve in the bathroom. She was telling him that, like, I hated you, but not because of who you are. It's because of how good looking you are. And the girl that I like was looking at you.
Yeah. We totally got that backstory. Again, tying up loose ends and bringing it all together full circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't kill Steve.
Please. So the Demogorgon gets there. Steve runs it over.
Yeah.
And it goes into the its little portal. And Steve's like, remember, what's the candy? What's the candy that he loves?
It's the poppers, the peanut butter things. Or no, I'm thinking of something different.
Because he brings up the candy. He's like, let's go. And he just revs it. And Dustin's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
And he almost does it. Like, he pulls a full Lando Calrissian with the Millennium Falcon, knocking the dish off. Like, knocking the mirrors. That was too close.
But they get to the Upside Down. They actually get to the wall where Levin and
they're driving a luxury German vehicle in the Upside Down. Yes.
They actually run into the wall. They drive into the wall because they were arguing. And Nancy and John were telling them to keep his eye on the road, and they just weren't doing it.
Much like the writers, they hit the wall.
Okay. So, and then we get to Max explaining what happened to her.
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
After the Vecna stuff, she gets trapped in a loop.
Yes.
or in a maze. To her extent, she says it's in a maze to where she's going through Vecna's memories because it was what 19.
It was the 40s because it was
40s.
Joyce was handing out the flyers to some play, and they were like, "Ah, Joyce, how you going?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Joyce Byers."
Steve's dad was there.
Yeah.
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 But that was cool, and he chases her to the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and he stops. Henry stops. We're like, why is he just standing there menacingly?
Do you ever watch it with the subtitles and it's like breathing menacingly? I see that shit all the time.
But Max is trying to find a way out, and then she finds out about Holly.
Well, the Max gives the ultimatum of she has 3 options. She can accept her fate, she can take her fate, or she can find a way out. And she's like, I'm finding a way out. And she goes through all that. And she finally gets to the end of the loop where she gets up and she hears the music. She hears Kate Bush, the beautiful running up the hill, and she sees it.
And then
And
the
if
song
ever there needed to be CD technology, it was at that moment. And he has to reset the tape, and it goes away. That broke my heart because it was at the moment. Because like even in the latest episode, like I could have sworn like I saw her like eyes moving. I was like, she's gonna wake up. She's gonna wake up, and we see it from the other side, and like she was right there.
I think that was a callback to actually it was a callback from last season for what happened to her, because when they're at the gravesite, she was at the same place.
Yeah,
and she hears the music and she runs at it, and then she gets out. This time she doesn't get out.
Nah, this time, dude, she needs to stop and rewind. Buy the single, flip the tape. You can do it faster. Oh my god, that hurts.
So she needs Holly to help her out,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe that was the last thing we went to.
Yeah, and Max is like a super badass, and she's living her super badass life. And I'm glad. I don't think I'd be okay with her dying. I'm okay with her.
I think you still needed her too, because there's so many characters in this show. They're too much to keep up with, though. Who would you kill off? Exactly. Anyways, so so they get to the Upside Down, or the Steve, Jonathan, Nancy, and Dustin are at the wall, and they try to contact everybody. They contact 11, which they end up going to the base where the government is.
Yes.
And they tell them to stay where they are, They will get to them. Mm-hmm. But Hopper and 11 go into the base to see what they're hiding in that room. So they get into the base. All going well.
11 straight like murks a bunch of dudes. Like no two ways about it, dude. That dude, she snapped his neck and threw him out of that tower. He is dead.
Like, well, they get there because they interrogate the one guy who pissed on the wall. They interrogate him. She goes through his mind, and whenever he gets in that room, he doesn't know. It's blocked. So they go back to the base. What's her name? The actress again you were talking about?
Linda Hamilton from Terminator 2. The key card sound they use is the sound from the Miles Bennett Dyson cryogenic lab sound. When the card slides there, it's the same sound. I picked up.
Okay. Yes. So they
Have you seen
Hopper...
Terminator 2?
No. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Anyways, so Hopper gets put into the middle chamber with the creature that chokes people. I forget what it's called. So she kind of like, that's what he does. That's what
the upside down strangler. Yeah,
upside down strangler. Yeah. Like if you turn it cold,
Choking
he'll strangle you more.
Yeah, choking McBranch.
Yeah, and try to interrogate him, but he said he's went through war, he's went through Russia. You ain't breaking me.
No.
So while Eleven's still in pain with the machine that they play, the Sonic machine, I'm just gonna call it that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But she fights through. She knocks her out. Hopper gets unstrangled.
He can breathe.
Then he sets her down, opens the window, and tells her to go. He has a whole grenade in his body, on his body.
Yeah, he's strapped to go. He is,
because they believe Vecna is behind that door. So Hopper sees it as, I need to take him out permanently, and if that involves me going with him.
Yes, the noble sacrifice. Oof.
He says, "I love you, L," or "I love you, 11." And he goes in there. We'll get back to that.
Yes.
So the kids, I forget his name, the fat kid. I'm sorry.
The
kids Stinky. The kids all go to the middle part of town. That's
the government, the army rounds up all the kids because that's what the army does.
Yeah.
They round up all the kids, put them in isolation, and keep them from their parents. And the parents are all like, "Yeah, that's fine. Take my kids. You guys are the good guys." Like,
but
fucking 80 boomer parents.
Anyway, so Mike and Nancy actually try to talk to the mom as well. Find out who is this imaginary friend that she's talking to. And she writes down Henry.
Yes.
But Lucas turns down and goes, "You know what today is, right? It's a couple days before Will's anniversary where he disappears." He's like, "I don't believe in coincidence, but you can't overlook this one."
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So they get the kid to go into the army base so they can set the kids free. He goes one by one as they're doing meditation in the base.
And he's
talking about, as you feel the ocean hitting your feet. They go one by one, and then
their big Scooby-Doo plan again.
Get these kids out. Yeah. The pipe actually starts to
rupture.
So Will and Mike try to get the pipe to stop, but the army they're like, "Hey, what the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
So Joyce takes the kids, and then Lucas runs with two of them, and Robin and Murray have 3 or 4 of them in their truck.
Somehow these kids are connected to Vecna's plan as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that there's a hive and he's taking all the kids, and just like how Will was. So the big scene happens. All the Demogorgons come and start attacking everybody.
Dude, and it went on and on. It was dope.
But the way Mike was just like, "Hey, eyes on me. Don't leave my sight."
Yes.
And it was all one shot.
It was amazing. And like, all right, I understand it's a streaming show. All right, I understand it's probably the most the streaming show that really hit.
It's Netflix's golden child.
Yeah. And like, it makes a ton of money. But man, if they didn't pour money into that scene, it looked phenomenal. It wasn't like 30 seconds. It went on and on and on, and you could see where every dollar was spent. I was massively impressed with that.
Yes. All one shot of all the army men getting dropped. All getting dropped and killed from the Demogorgons. And then it goes to the Demogorgons chasing Robin and Murray, and then the one Demogorgon chasing Lucas under the tunnels.
Right. It catches Lucas.
It catches all of them. It catches all of them. Like, and it was at the point where they were about to kill all of them.
And the he got scratched up. He even got like hit. And like of course he survives. Or no,
Yep.
that was that Lucas? Who was the one that was in the tunnel?
Lucas.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
So, but we get the Thanos entrance with Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in, takes everybody out, and he grabs Will.
Evil Groot comes in.
God damn it. Grabs Will, and I forget what he said to him. He was like,
Doesn't he say something about him making it all possible and like, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up with the speech from the first episode.
basically, like he's the original, like what he was, but I think he was kind of like the failed experiment. I think, and he kind of throws them in the trash, basically. I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Vecna's got what he wants now, and he's on the bigger and better things.
Yeah. So Vecna goes back in the Upside Down, and then as the Demogorgon is about to kill everybody, Will gets that emotional scene when he was a kid with Mike, and how everything happens, and then Will, the
It was
sorcerer, has
beautiful,
come
man.
alive.
It was fucking beautiful. And again, like Mike had like instilled in him like there's a difference between like a sorcerer and like a magician, and like a sorcerer has innate understanding and natural ability to put magic into the world, and he doesn't have to like learn to do it, he just knows to do it. And that's Will has been a strong character this entire time. Will has went through just about the most of anybody, and he's always been on the sidelines, and he finally gets to be. I'm getting chills right now. I'm willing out right now, like the back of my neck is standing up. He gets to show and save everybody.
Yeah, he does it the way Vecna takes the people, or takes some of the characters from last season, bent their limbs, have them up levitating, and just snapping every bone in their body and killing them.
Dude, I have it here. Will is the anti-Vecna. Like, it's not the same powers as L. It is like the Vecna powers, and it is the ability to control these beasts. And it was amazing. And it's obvious, but I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah. But then it goes to the scene where we find out who's in that room with 11 and Hopper. It is 8.
I'm so blown away. Like, it's stupid, but like my big thing was like the two questions, and I'm going back to her again. Like, who are they going to bring it? Who can they bring back? Barb, and I'm like, they'll never bring back that girl from that failed like backdoor pilot that they tried to do. Like everybody, something everybody can agree on is that episode was so out of left field, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. And it was her. It was 8. I was, and like Elle sees her as a sister, and so she feels her pain of going through that. And what does that do to Elle? What does them teaming up? Hopefully, 8 can come back from this. 8 doesn't mess around either. 8 is bitter and pissed.
What's her power?
It doesn't 8 have the same powers as 11?
No, but she also has she can photograph people. Like she can manipulate like a figure being somewhere else.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I've only seen that episode once.
Is that how Vecna gets to the kids? Through 8?
Maybe. It could be. I want to see where it goes. I want to see them team up. I want to see what happened to the rest of that team. And I didn't think I really would want that, and I'm glad we're getting it.
And then we get the to be continued. The last thing they show was Will wiping off the blood from his nose.
Yep. With his bowl cut, like pushed all the way back. He got a new haircut somehow out of that whole thing. He looked badass, and it's about time.
Yeah, man. So far, I mean, those are only 4 episodes. I hate that the fact that we gotta wait, but I love the fact that we gotta wait.
Yeah, I did.
As
I
we're
would.
recording this, we got 2 weeks till Christmas. So 2 weeks
Yeah.
and
Sorry, like G&T crew. Mike had to buy Netflix again, and I had to like find time to sit down and watch them. So sorry for the
yeah,
delay.
yeah. Sorry about that, people.
My parents' Netflix on like my internet like wore out. I had to buy my own.
But this was great.
Yeah, it
I
was.
liked it. I loved it a lot. Again, I just wish, again, just too many characters, too many
Mhm.
people like to end their story. A little slow at times, but it was needed. I will
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. My complaints like are mostly like you waited too long to in between seasons. Like these kids all have like 5 o'clock shadows. Like they're 8 foot tall. Like they're riding these little bikes. I'm like, they don't fit on the bikes, dude. They ain't high schoolers. Them guys need jobs. They can enlist in the army. Like they're all huge. Like the one dude, like he legitimately has like a beard on his face if like the light hits him right. But suspension of disbelief. As I said with our like Avatar trailer there, like I'll believe that these kids are just eating a lot of protein and growing up really fast. I can get past that. I still like the characters. I'm glad that they're still all here. Um and I want to see where it goes. I want to see where it ends. And I don't think everyone's making it out, obviously.
No,
My
no, they're not.
I'm not ready for any of it because again, we've been on this journey since they were kids. I think these kids have it worse than like the Harry Potter kids because like those you knew Hermione was going to be okay. You knew Harry was going to be okay. You knew Ronald
Ron, Ron.
was going to be okay. You knew I I dated someone who liked Harry Potter, okay? Like I don't remember it. But you knew all those kids were going to be okay. These kids went through a lot of shit. People died and more important people than Cedric Diggory or whatever his fucking name was. But
Cedric Diggory.
who did,
Put the Hufflepuff name to good use.
was
Hufflepuff gang.
was he the one that died that was Robert Pattinson? I don't know.
Yes,
I
yes,
forget.
yes, 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 yes. That was him.
See, it stuck. um, but like I think these kids have it worse, and like I don't think they're coming out of here. Any of them are coming out of here okay. We're gonna have the sacrifice play. We're gonna have the play of like shock value. A lot of people are gonna die, and I don't
Okay,
want them
okay.
to. We've watched these kids grow up. We've watched these characters evolve.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How would you feel if the ending was disappointing or underwhelming, like a Game of Thrones?
I don't like endings in general. Um,
That's such a
because they're
basic answer.
emotional. No, I don't like I don't even watch the ending of Avatar. I'll watch book 1, 2, and 3. I will not watch the last 2 episodes because it's too emotional for me.
Mike, come on.
My-
You gotta
I'm
watch the ending.
I know I have to watch the
Mike,
end
you
of this.
gotta watch the ending.
My best thing I can tell you, and it's a cop out, fuck yourself, but like don't write the ending in your head right now. Don't, because that will lead to disappointment.
I know. I'm trying not to think about it so much because I'm just like, this could go so many fucking ways.
It can, and I think like it's gonna come down to like L, ooh, and then you're gonna have Vecna like, oh, Groot fingers, oh. And like it's
Oh,
that's what it is. That's what she does. It's and she's going, oh, my nose is bleeding. Oh, like oh man, it happened 300 times, but we all love it, and like because we love these characters and we
yeah,
love what the show represents, and
yeah,
it's been such a journey that
yeah.
even if the ending isn't 100% unexpected or isn't 100% landed, I think the journey on this has been worth it. Okay, like I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy, but in my head, like that boils down to like Frodo walked a bunch of miles, threw a ring in the fire, melted it. End of story. That ending still hit me. I don't want the kids to die. They're going to. They're not kids anymore. And my biggest thing is
they're old enough to do taxes now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like they can enlist. They could probably freaking drink. Like,
the girl who plays 11 is already married.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's killing it. Isn't Dustin out there with Azula? Is he married to her, or are they just boyfriend girlfriend?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't want to predict the ending, and it makes me sad to predict the ending.
I know.
If that's the best answer I can give you, homie.
I know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What would sticking the landing be for you?
I just hope it's not going to be like.
I don't think there's going to be a giant kaiju Vecna fighting L in a friggin' Mechazoid.
I just don't want it to be like an ending of like it happens and then they all just go their separate ways.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I don't want that to happen at all.
Mm-mm.
I think that would be very, very, very poor writing.
There's talk of like a Nancy spinoff show.
There is an animated spinoff as well in between 2 and 3, I think, that they're making.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but whatever. I don't know, man. I do think there's gonna be bodies. There's gonna be bodies that will. I think the parents are gonna die. I think Mike's parents are gonna die in the hospital.
Expect it.
Yeah. I think Hopper's gonna die.
Hopper should have died 3 seasons ago.
It would not. I hate to say it, but I would not be surprised if they kill off Steve.
I know. It's gonna break my fucking heart, man.
It would not break. It would not be surprising to me. The core kids, the only one I could really see dying is Will or 11. That's it. I don't see Mike dying. I don't see Lucas dying. I don't see Dustin dying.
I see Mike dying and that pushing L into a new Super Saiyan level.
Yeah. What if, right?
Yeah, what if she grows like big blue hair?
No. What? Shut up. What if? There's people that have been talking about it. What if the ending is just them playing D&D? This has all been fake.
That would be that would make me mad.
I wouldn't be as mad as they just going off their separate ways, act like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
That would be I would be pissed off at that one.
That would undercut everything. You cannot do this has all been a dream, an illusion. You can't do that. Undercuts that. Kev, that undercuts Eddie's death.
I know. It undercuts everyone's death if whoever dies. I know. You don't gotta tell me. I don't want it to happen. We'll find out.
Yes.
But
for what it's worth, if he goes, I hope they find some way, and I'm not saying they need to do like heaven and hell in the Stranger Things universe, but I hope they have some kind of Eddie Dustin reunion or something. He goes out like Eddie did, and he does it because he was inspired by Eddie's good deeds.
I know. I know. It's just damn.
Right.
The other person I could see dying it's Max. I think what if Max dies to save Holly in the Upside Down?
Okay.
That's her purpose. It's just like I can get out, but I can help Holly get out.
And like she never gets to see her boyfriend again. That would be heartbreaking.
Well, in the trailer, I mean, Lucas is holding her in the hospital. She's being chased by a Demogorgon. So maybe what if she dies there?
That would suck.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. But again, another character just completely out of nowhere. Why the sister has to be involved? You know, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, she's kind of been there a little bit. They teased it a little bit,
and like they didn't change her character at all. But like again,
it's
like
just out of nowhere, like throwing in our face. Like here's another character. We're like,
everyone got
okay.
everyone got a pay bump, and then like Daddy Netflix was like, "You're gonna work for your money. We're gonna put you in this. You need to be on the show. We need to have you do things, and you're not just gonna be a cameo." Like, if anything, Mari is like an extended cameo, and that's probably okay. Speaking of like, kind of like something we skipped over real quick, and I know we want to wrap this up, but the fact that the Upside Down itself, the center point, is the Hawkins laboratory, kind of blew my mind. Of like
it's always
that.
been like that, though.
Well, the whole wall was a complete wall around that thing. So I thought it was nice. Like, we're gonna go back to the Hawkins lab.
Yeah.
That's where our
We'll
life
find out.
gonna be.
We're gonna find out more on Christmas. Is it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I think it's Christmas Day.
I'm not watching until Christmas night then. You gotta pay me overtime for that. You gotta pay me overtime podcast bucks for that. That's double time, pal.
If I gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, asshole. All right. But
that's holiday pay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is kind of a longer episode than we expected.
Yeah. Man, we talk a lot.
Yeah, we do. And it's just two of us. Go figure.
Yeah,
so
always. Thanks for joining me, Kev.
Oh yeah, of course, buddy. Thank you for joining this conversation. But let us know what you guys think. Did you guys like the first 4 episodes? Did you guys didn't? What would you have done better? What is your predictions for the next few episodes and the finale? We want to hear from you guys. Let us know down in the comments. Follow us on all of our socials at Geeks at the Nerd Table podcast. Follow Jose's at Baby Gorilla Comics on all social platforms. Until next time, till we meet you guys in the Upside Down.
Until we flip again.
Goodbye,
everybody. I'm gonna make flip happen, dude.
It's gonna we're gonna brand it. We're gonna make a short. We're gonna make the shirts right now. Flip it.
Yep. Flip it good.
We'll see you guys back at the table.
Adios.